श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यासक्तमनः पार्थ योगैः युञ्जन्मदाश्रयः असंशयं समग्रं मां यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु.
In first 6 chapters, Bhagwan was talking about individual. Now, from 7th chapter, Bhagwan wants to discuss about from who we are living, doing this sadhana. There are 3 factors. One is I, functioning in this world. Second is world, where I am functioning. And third is the power who has created this world as well as me. So, what is that power, what is world, and who am I should be understood properly and clearly if I want to live dynamically. This is just like if I want to be a surgeon, I should know anatomy firstly. In the same manner, if we want to live dynamic life, we must know everything about world and divine scheme. Further, we should apply this knowledge in our own life. So, one is knowledge, that is science, and other is its application, technology. So, the name of 7th chapter is Science and Technology. Oh, Lord Krishna is teaching us science and technology in the laboratory of world. Here, Krishna start without question of Arjun. Bhagwan Uvacha means it is the declaration of divinity and therefore it is eternal truth, not limited for a person, place or particular situation. It is just like scientific facts applicable to everybody in every situation. Just like gravitational law, even a small baby fall down by mistake, it will fall down, though it is ignorant about the law. In the same manner, these facts are meant for every human being. Bhagwan told this to Parth, that means who is finding earth, wants to lead meaningful life. Otherwise, many are living just because they don't die. One old person asked Akhandanandji Maharaj, why God make our body so weak and painful in old age that we want to say Bhagwan uthale. So Akhandanandji told that this is the first step of spiritual practice where you recognize you are other than body. So Parth means someone who is seeking for meaningful existence. This knowledge is revealed to those only. Otherwise, many born, grown and perish. No record. Parents. Very few of us know about great-grandparents. And beyond great-great-grandparents, we do not recognize even who was existing there. So, if we want to make use of our existence, Bhagwan says, Yogam Yunjan. Lead your life most intelligently, which is explained in 6 chapters before. Whatever you are doing, involve yourself 100% in that. Find self-respect and enjoy the work fully. Spiritual life does not mean getting entangled with mala and chanting. Understand how your mind is working. Once a lady took us to Balaji Mandir and after darshan she asked about have you seen Mugut of Balaji? How was it? Because she was not interested in showing Balaji Mandir. She was interested to show Mugut, which was donated by her. So, let us first understand our mind, how it runs. If we are taking meal, enjoy every bite fully. Otherwise, after meal someone asks you, how was sabji? And you reply, was there any sabji? Someone has made it for you with great efforts and you don't even pay attention to it. Dispassion does not mean lack of interest. This passion is not depression. We don't take 100% interest in whatever we are doing. Don't get involved in 100%. And such undisciplined mind is brought to the seat of meditation. We gather all external things perfectly, but mind does not cooperate us because we have never trained it to cooperate us. Whenever, whatever we are doing, we do half-heartedly, and therefore, when we sit on the seat of meditation, terrible thoughts pop out. Then what should we do? Stop meditation? No. Bhagwan says, Yogam Yunjan. Start doing everything in your life seriously and wholeheartedly so that everything you do becomes sadhana. Your mind will be available to you wherever you want and for the time you decide. If you find it hard, take my help, Madashraya. Just like if I am not able to lift my bag, I will ask for help. Help me, Kuli. It is not shameful to take anyone's help. Bhagwan says, I am always there for your help within you. But you divide your personality and cannot function properly. Like you take government job and love your child. Then though you are doing job, you are committed to your child for whom you are earning. So when you get happiness only when you get salary and not in work, which we have to do whole month. Then we cannot remain happy and satisfied. And also no one likes our work. On contrary, Bhagwan is telling to take joy and 100% participation in what we are doing. So whatever we are doing, we should do it as expression of our inner inherent happiness, and then we are in the tune with the divine, where we get unsullied happiness, and that is refuge in God, Madashraya. So to make our existence meaningful and dynamic, Bhagwan has given a technique that train your mind, taking 100% interest in whatever you do and do everything with wholeheartedly and sincerely. Divinity will start expressing through you. What again Bhagwan tells us about Madashraya in detail, we will see in next episode. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu.